Sit back and relax for an evening with the Thamesmen.
Oh dear, we're back.
We're
Hello,
back.
George. How are you?
I thought.
We've decided. Hello. We have decided we're getting so big that we shouldn't use our real names, should we?
We should be anonymous just to protect ourselves. And so I'm going to be TM1.
And I'm TM1.
But I thought we said I was going to be TM1.
I'm TM1. Look, this is how big we've got, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
remember that?
Yeah,
that was our first. That was our first play button for getting 10 subs. I still have this on my wall. I love it. You know?
I know. Someone brought it up in one of the comments. They said they remembered when you were awarded it, and I thought it was brilliant. So,
well, thank you. Well, so hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am TM1.
I am TM1 as well. Weirdly, so yeah.
But you could call me Alex.
And I can be George, as we know. So anyway, why are we here this week? Because we had an awesome response from Australia Week #1.
Hello, Australians. How you doing? I'm sorry that I've insulted your nation on the last video. Hopefully you didn't say that.
Hopefully you haven't seen it yet. It'll be fine. Yeah.
Hopefully you haven't you've seen the whole thing about where I said every Australian's got a mullet. That's not true. It's not. Oh, and did you notice? Because we started talking about mullets, and we started talking about how Jason's got a mullet and Kylie's got a mullet. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Australians. But very quickly, they're coming back to Neighbours.
I know they're coming back on the finale. I'm almost tempted to watch the finale so that I could see it. I'm not that tempted.
Actually, I might have to come back from school and watch it.
Yeah, right, like we used to, like tea time. Yeah,
exactly. It was on tea time in England. Yeah.
Absolutely. But then the rival was Home and Away.
Home and Away, but never really took off, did it?
I don't know. I got into Home and Away for a while. Anyway, I think that's enough information.
Yeah, but Cell Block H.
That was late night viewing. That wasn't it?
With B. She was a nasty one, you know.
That was the cheapest, nastiest set you've ever seen.
I know, they used to slam the doors shut and the whole thing would wobble.
It's not going to break.
But do you remember on oh God, I'm so sorry everyone, we will get to music in a minute. But do you remember on Neighbours, do you remember Mrs. Mangle?
Oh, Mrs. Mangle, yeah, I remember Mrs. Mangle, yeah.
Well, she had a bad son, I think, called Nick, and he brought home a pot plant once. And, I know. But the most classic one ever on that program was when I remember that there was a dog, a Labrador, and the Labrador had a dream sequence.
Dream better.
Dogs don't dream, Dave. The bouncer did, I reckon he'd dream about a big, nice, juicy T-bone.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's TV. That's TV at its finest.
At its finest. It was magic stuff. Anyway, so Aussie Week 2. Welcome. And we have called upon our secret, not so secret weapon, Chris.
Chris is our friend down in Australia, and he also is our music researcher, and he pulls together notes and tracks for us because how could two English people in America have an opinion, or not an opinion, even try and understand the Australian music scene? And he did the first list for us, and he did a great job. Everyone really liked it. And I learned so much. There were some great bands there, some phenomenal. You guys got really good music scene.
Yep, exactly. That whole pub rock thing. So today we're starting back in one of the first international acts from 1966. So
That's some time ago.
Yeah, do you want me to read the notes from what
Yes,
Chris
please.
has said us? Yeah, so the band is called the Easybeats, and we're going to do a track called Friday on My Mind, which you may have heard of. And
That was always back then. You would always have a band. If you were thinking of it be a name of a band, it would like be the Easybeats or the Rhythm Boys. Easybeats, what a great name for that era.
They certainly got it. So these were the first international acts. The Easybeats consisted of little Stevie Wright on vocals and Harry Vander and George Young on guitars. And that's George Young, who's the older brother of Angus and Malcolm of AC/DC. So that's a good thing. The song hit the top 20 in the US, UK, and number 1 in Oz. A bit of a working class anthem, still seems apt today. It has been much covered, including David Bowie, Gary Moore, and Peter Frampton, for God's sake.
Wow.
So Vander Young would go on to be a very successful international songwriting team. Dire Straits, the song The Sultans of Swing, Guitar George and Harry is thought to be based on these two. So that's pretty cool. So
what a family if the elder boy was in the Easybeats and then AC/DC. I mean, they got
it nailed, haven't they? So
they got a bit of lineage there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what this is all about, shall we?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So get my headphones.
2 minutes 58. The Easybeats, Friday on My Mind.
Are you ready, sir?
Yes, count me up.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, George. Hey, John. Yeah, there's some nice looking birds here, isn't there? Yeah, real nice. For all you nice looking birds and all you good fellas, we'd like to do this last number for us, which is called Friday on My Mind.
Wow.
The morning feels so bad. Everybody seems to nag me. Coming Tuesday, I feel better. Even my old man looks good. But they just don't go. But they go too slow. I'll get Friday on my mind. Gonna have fun in the city. Be with my girl, she's so pretty. She looks fine tonight. She is outside to me. Oh, tonight I spend my breath. Oh, I lose my head tonight. I've got to get tonight. Monday I'll have Friday on my mind.
Hold off that.
The fight they grind once more. And there was nothing else that bugs me more than working for the rich man. Yeah, I'll change that scene one day. Today I might be mad, tomorrow I'll be glad, 'cause I'll have Friday on my mind. Gonna have fun in the city. Be with my girl, she's so pretty. She looks fine tonight. She is outside with me. Yeah, I spend my bread. I lose my head. I've got to get tonight. Monday I'll have Friday on my mind. Yeah, gonna have fun in the city. Be with my girl, she's so pretty. Gonna have fun in my city. Be with my girl, she's so pretty.
That's classic 60s right there.
Absolutely, that was absolutely brilliant. You know what I loved? Well, first of all, that was fantastic. That was really, I'd never heard that before. That was right up my street.
They were a fun band as well. Looked like they were having a great time, and he looked like he was awesome, just like a spark of energy.
What I loved about back then, songwriting was way more experimental. I mean, now you got your classic verse, chorus, mid, late, whatever. But back then, I mean, they remind me of the Kinks a lot.
Yeah,
just really good songwriting and not afraid to try anything different. I mean, songwriting was just more experimental.
But I suppose it was all 60s. It was all like new territory. It hadn't all been done before. We'd had there was the sort of Elvis rock and the 50s rock and the Bill Haleys and the what have you. But there was like open horizons in every direction. Imagine.
I tell you what else wasn't fully formed. Looking at that,
what's that?
Dancing. And I shit you not,
it was much more relaxed.
I think it was looking at the crowd, and I'm not kidding. I don't think people had fully formed what you should do. Because you got some people and there were couples and they were like slow dancing, like traditional, and hark back to maybe their parents when you would go to a dance and dance with a girl or whatever. Yeah. And then you got these other cats who have just managed to work out a couple of steps, but the dance hadn't fully formed, the clothes hadn't fully formed, and the music was a lot more experimental. I suppose the dancing was a lot more experimental. It's the first time you weren't doing a 2-step tango.
But also, I think maybe you're living in a society which has much stricter sort of expectations of people, and so people haven't pushed those boundaries out yet. To go completely crazy and completely wild. If they did it, everyone would look at them and go, "You're freaking mad! What are you doing?" You know what I mean? And so maybe just like society is sort of as things get pushed out, then people get crazier and wilder and more clothing and more hair and more everything.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It was just breaking, and it was great. I mean, they as I said, the clothes weren't fully formed. You might get a rowing blazer or a frilly shirt or a silk shirt. The uniform wasn't there. The dance wasn't fully there. But at the same point, you knew it was the beginning of something, and it was all cutting edge, and nothing was wrong. It was all great. Absolutely great. Now everything's so linear. You got to do this, and even your dancers on TikTok to learn. Back then, you could just wave your arms and get away with a fluffy sweater.
Now, Chris has given us a bonus, so I think we should probably check it out because this might be really interesting. So
We did.
So as I said, this song has been covered by various people, and we've got the version from David Bowie, Friday on My Mind. So I think that might be kind of interesting as a contrast because, obviously Bowie was the height of hipster, height of cool. And, this is a later down the line and Bowie's version.
And before we do it, and neither of us have heard it, what do you think it's going to be like?
I think it's going to be updated. I think it's not going to be as 60s, if that makes sense, but I have no idea.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of Bowie. You've got no idea. I think the harmonies are going to, because Bowie's backing vocals, what he did was stuff for Lou Reed on Transformer, Orders backing vocals, made that. So I'm expecting the backing vocals to be absolutely all amazing Bowie-ish. But yeah,
I imagine the timing might have slowed down as well. So
do you?
Because it was very fast, that version we heard. Obviously, it was a live, then performing live. So I reckon this will be more of a steady meter to it.
And a bit more English, a bit more Bowie.
That wasn't
Bowie, that was Mick Jagger.
No, we're not. We used to do that, didn't we? We used to go,
Mick! Stop it. Don't get me going. Let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do the Bowie version.
Let's do it that way. Okay. Are you ready, sir?
I am.
So
Friday on My Mind for 2015 remaster, Bowie Pin-Ups.
Yeah, well, I don't think he recorded it then, but anyway.
That's a remaster.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's fast.
Monday morning feels so bad. Everybody seems to nag me. Coming Tuesday, I feel better. Even my old man looks good. Wednesday just don't go. Thursday goes too slow. I've got Friday on my mind. Gonna have fun in my city. nothing else that bugs me more than working for the rich man. Hey, I changed that scene one day. Today I might be mad. Tomorrow I'll be glad. 'Cause I'll have Friday on my mind. Gonna have fun in the city. Be with my girl, she's so pretty. She looks fine tonight. She's out of sight to me. I spend my bread. I lose my head. I've got to get tonight. Monday I have Friday on my mind.
Perfect.
Bowie.
I can't wait for us doing Bowie week, to be honest with you, because I really haven't paid attention to Bowie as much as I should. And more you listen, the more what a freaking genius the man was.
No one does Bowie better than Bowie.
Well, obviously,
but no one does backing vocals better than Bowie. No one. So, I mean, as I said about before we started, go and listen to Satellite of Love, Lou Reed. He did this on his famous Transformer album that Bowie came in and produced. And listen very far in the background. It's all Bowie doing the background vocals. No one could have. That song was brought alive by his background vocals, and his background vocals on this. His backup. Oh my God, they're amazing. It's like he's got different voices that he can use.
But also obviously it was recorded at a very different time with a different setup and all that stuff. And the other track we heard was live. The production on that was spectacular. And I just looked it up. It was Ken Scott who was the producer for that. And Ken Scott, I think I met him once. He is freaking amazing. He does some really serious stuff. And so that production was like just the layers of it and the depths and the elements across. Oh, fantastic.
But you take that, you take that the Easybeat track, it was superb. I mean, that's absolutely brilliant. So you give us a knock on the door, Easybeats coming. Oh, boys, cover this. We would cover the Easybeats. Yeah. Bowie didn't. I mean, Bowie took that song. He loved that song. You can tell he loved that song. And there were some great lines in it. And he did his version of it, which so different.
Yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
At the same point, it is the same song.
Yeah. It's really clever when you can do that, isn't it? Yeah. So I think that was awesome. That's a great way to start Aussie Week. God, Chris, you rock, mate.
What a great week this is going to be.
Oh, I like pre-read some of the notes and some stuff coming up, which is going to be pretty freaking amazing. So
if you could like and subscribe, because we're going to be doing these sequentially and they're going to come out. We got 7 tracks for the week. If whatever gets blocked, but we'll always try and push it through. But first of all, if you could like, because that just encourages us, and number 2, if you subscribe, that really helps us because it pushes it out further. And obviously we've got the rest of Australia Week coming up, and then we've got Bowie Week coming up, which that's curated by Patreon as well. So we've got a lot of good stuff. And then, oh my God, we've got Prog Week coming up.
Oh, better get comfortable for that one. So
I'm a bit scared of that one. Thank you very much. That was absolutely, what a way to kick this out.
Excellent. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully. Take care.